Next grammatical construction error seen on the GMAT is around information between two commas. Very important. Remember, in a correct sentence, information that is essential to the core meaning of the sentence should not be placed between two commas. Look at this sentence. When you read it closely, you will realize that this information here is crucial to the meaning of the sentence. After going through the accretion process, depending on this part here, a cosmic dust cloud will form, A, B, or C. So depending on, this part is the key here. If you remove this part of the sentence reads, after going through the accretion process, a cosmic dust cloud will form, A, B, or C. The core meaning is lost. The core meaning is that position relative to nearest star is what decides whether a cosmic dust cloud will transform into A, B, or C. So the correct sentence here should be something like this. Position relative to the nearest star. You see, this part is not between two commas, and this sentence is all right. What you have between two commas here, imagine, is something which is non-essential information, and the core meaning is that position relative to the nearest star determines whether a cosmic dust cloud will form A, B, or C. So first concept here, information that is important to the core meaning should not be placed between two commas. Another way of looking at it is that removing information between two commas should leave a complete sentence. Let's take some examples. We already have one example here. You see, removing the information between the two commas is not leading to a complete sentence. Let's take one more example. Similar problem here. If you remove the information between the two commas here, what you get is not a complete sentence conveying the core meaning. You will get maggot therapy as a method of the debridement of wounds. Forget conveying core meaning. This fails to even form a complete sentence because there is no active verb involved here. So this sentence is incorrect. Let's take one more example. Same problem here. Removing the stuff between the two commas here will lead to a sentence suggesting maggot therapy as a method of the debridement of wounds, well established. Many problems with this sentence. Once again, it fails to form a complete sentence. There is no active verb here, and this well-established bit is referring to the debridement of wounds rather than the therapy. However, the main problem that we are focusing on here is that removing the information between the two commas did not lead to a complete sentence. Look at the third example. In this case, when you remove the information between the two commas, what you get is a complete sentence conveying the core meaning of the sentence. So remove this between the two commas here. If you notice, what you have is an appositive, and removing this information leads to maggot therapy was a well-established method of wound debridement. So two examples of incorrect sentences and one example of a correct sentence here. The concept is that removing information between two commas should yield a complete sentence capturing the core intended meaning. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.